Have we dropped our guard too soon? Measures brought in to keep us safe are, in England, no longer required. They're just recommended. Not everyone thinks that's enough.
Do you think the rules are strict enough at the moment?
No. People think it's finished and it ain't. 40-odd thousand a day. No.
I've had both my jabs, but I'm still a bit unsure when I go shopping.
I think we can't live with really strict rules all the time, but I think people need to do more themselves.
The Prime Minister is counting on the contents of these little glass files.
7, 8, 9.
So long as the vaccination programme can keep hospitalisations under control, he does seem willing to bear a greater number of COVID cases.
We're seeing high levels of infection, but they're not outside the parameters of what was predicted or what we thought we'd see in the autumn and winter plan. But it's very important that people do follow the guidance on general behaviour, on being cautious, on wearing masks.
For now, all that is just guidance, nothing more. But the scientists at last week's SAGE meeting warned that earlier intervention would reduce the need for more stringent, disruptive and longer-lasting measures, and say the reintroduction of working from home is likely to have the greatest individual impact on transmission. Today's figures show another 49,000 cases were reported, the 7-day average up more than 18%. And while the number of patients in hospital remains well below January's peak, it is up again to more than 8,000. But scientists seem concerned about what might happen without further intervention.
We've learned time and again in this pandemic that if you realise you've got to do something and then spend a week or two making up your mind to do it, you just end up regretting not having been more decisive sooner. We cannot just leave it to the vaccine programme to take care of this problem at this point in time. It's making a massive difference, but it's not by itself going to be enough.
And businesses preparing for Christmas, like this shop in Leeds, would prefer lighter restrictions sooner to tougher ones later.
So if restrictions do come into force, I think they need to come in now, because if it's nearer to Christmas, it can be devastating for small businesses. So if they are going to put any restrictions in, now would be better for us all, I think.
But for now, ministers believe the vaccine programme can get us through the winter without the warning lights turning red.